Hi everyone. Right, I've been asked about. Now, let me see. I won't remember when I put them. Oh, there we are. I've been asked about how to do these tags. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly show you. And these are some of the embossing folders that I have used. Now this one is the Tim Holtz Alterations, and which is the cogs. So that's the Tim Holtz one. The clock one is also Tim Holtz. Okay, they don't put the name on what the tag is actually called, but if you look under Tim Holtz on Google, then you're going to get, you'll see all his embossing folders. Just type in embossing folders Tim Holtz and they'll all come up. This one is the Couture Creations, and this is the Vintage Plume. Oh, that's that one. That's that one. I hope you can see that. Okay. Oh, that's a can't remember what that one is. I think that's Creations. Again, the cog one, which is that one. You've done that one. Then we've got this one, which again I can't remember whose it is. I just can't remember. I think it's Summit Creations. Oh, I can't. So just hang on a minute, because I think I've got it up here. Creative Expressions. If you go to Creative Expressions, Google that, then it'll come up. This one is, that's where that one's from, that clock one, and it's that. I hope you can see that. Okay. And then the keys again is the Couture Creations, and that's without a lock. So it's all keys without a lock. And what I'm going to do now is just show you a little way of, you know, making your tags look really nice. Okay? Because you can do all sorts with them. And it's not hard. I mean, I won't be spending the time on them like you will, but I will try. And I'm going to do one of the keys, I think. Right, so you need that, and then you need some of your inks. And it doesn't matter, you don't have to use Tim Holtz or anything like that. You use what you want to use. And so what I'm going to start off with, I'm going to start off with the Wild Honey, because I do like oranges and browns, so I think I'll do an orange and brown one. Take hold of your... oops, let me get the right sponge. I'm using just, these are like face sponges basically. And just rub them. Let me make sure you can see what I'm doing. I want to make sure I'm in view. Yeah, and just rub them where you want to add your colour. Like that. My desk is so filthy, it needs clearing. I'm awful. So I'm just doing that, and then I'm going to go on to the, oh, I need that one, this one, which is the Rusty Hinge. And just bring that colour in and blend it in like that. See, what I would do if I were you, if you're a newbie, and you have to excuse my nails are black. I was colouring with that stuff last night, and although I've had a wash, I've not had a chance to do my nails. I've got paint and ink and all sorts of rubbish in them. But like I say, if you, in fact, just hold on a minute. I've got like a spackle paste down my nail, and it's actually hurting when I'm... oh, that's better. So I was using some spackle paste last night, which I will show that project in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but today sometime. But I just try and get it out of my nails. Sorry, ladies. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh God, I'm dying here. Anyway, what I was going to say, Valerie, that's Lovebug Crafts. I've sent you an email, darling. You asked me about an old video I did, which was the hummingbird for Sharon. That's SM Scrapper. Excuse me, and Glenda and Chris. I did do the tutorial on the spackle paste. Well, I've sent you the link. And I did have a job finding it myself. You know, I'm just looking. I've actually done... how many videos is it now? Let me just see. Let me just see how many I've done. Does it tell you? I don't know. Does it tell you? I've over 1,600 videos, and so that's why you can't find anything, but I can't either. But I have said to Valerie that what I'm going to do is to try and rename my videos when I'm doing them, to try and name them something that people can remember, because it is, I do understand it can be pretty hard to find one. But really, with mine, because I've done that many, on that many different subjects, your best thing to do with me, excuse me, if you're searching for one, is just to type in a word that will, you know, about, if you're doing inking, type in ink, space, hyphen, space, Jennings 644, and anything to do with ink will come up. But then I also might have... you called it something else, like, you know, pen. Do you understand what I mean? Anything that links in with what subject you're wanting. Now what I'm doing is I'm using the broken china, and this is like a nice blue, but it's just to basically edge this tag. I'm not putting too much on. I like to darken the corners a little bit more than the sides, like this. I might go back in and redo that. But it's just to edge the... I've still got a chest infection. It's driving me nuts. I can't sleep for blooming coughing. I took some Nitol last night, and my God, I was up and down like a yo-yo. It was annoying. So I'm just going to, like I say, go over the corners a little bit more. I think that's my hubby just come in. Hopefully with some parcels for me. Probably not. Well, there you go. Any parcels? No, no parcels yet. And, so like I say, I'm basically... I mean, so you've got that. Now, that to me is a nice tag. Now, these are only small things that have raised, you know, the embossing side of it, as you can see. But to make that stand out, and I'm going to try it with the walnut stain. Take your pad. You do need a flat surface, I have to say, and just drag very lightly. Don't press hard, because you don't want it underneath on the colour if you can help it. You will get some, that's unavoidable. Oh, my damn cold. Seems I have to go through everything before I get better, me, for some reason. And colds these days, well, they last forever, don't they? Right, so, as you can see, I've now done that. I could have done it with black, it would have stood out more, but I chose not to. But as you can see, it really does make a good effect. And that can now be used, cut up, you know, you can make smaller tags from it or whatever. I mean, really all I'm going to do is I am going to use it in a project. And I'm going to cut mine in half. I'll take it out because I'm sure I need another blade. Yeah, the card's quite thick actually. And I've now got some tags. And then to make them look even better, if you just hold on a minute. Oh, dearie me. Is I'm going to use my corner puncher and just round them off like that. And then these are ideal to use as tags in a book or whatever you want to do with them. Oops. And the other thing you can do, which is to make them even better, is if you get a silver or gold. I prefer to use the gold, to be honest. When I can find my pen, is to use one of these, which is a Pen Touch Gold Medium Point 2mm quick dry metallic ink. Give it good like that. And just on the edge is to, it just gives them a nice look. A nice metallic gold edge to give them a new look. Oh, you could have done it a black one. You know, it really doesn't matter. And see how you've just made that look totally different. It looks far better like that. So I'm just going to do both because these tags will be used up in something. It's just building, really. What I call building craft. You look at something and you think, how can I improve? And I'm just going to cut that because that's not, I didn't cut that straight actually. You know, how can you improve the tag you've just embossed or whatever? Without overdoing it. Now, I do see some people, not a lot, but I do see some people that spoil things. They overdo things and therefore spoils what they've done. And the best way to not spoil something is very true what my granddaughter says, and I always say it. Less is more, more is rubbish. That's what she says, that's what she tells me. Grandma, or Nana should I say. So don't they look far better? Now what you can do is I'm going to take my little hole punch here and just clip a little hole in there. See which way around I want it, that'll do, I'm not fussed. Line it up. Got my little hole. Put your gold round there. Like that. You could put a little eyelet in there or something like that. But there you go. You've got two perfectly good tags to use on whatever you want. So really what it is whatever inks you've got, whether the chalk inks, you know, the eyelet ones or the square ones, it doesn't matter. Experiment. Use colour. Don't be afraid to use colour because you'll surprise yourself. Some colours, they don't go together. Like everybody says, red and blue, yellow and green, orange and brown. They're nice colours. Mix them. See what you get. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.